His agent, so my phone book's obviously very busy. Now my agent put him into me. I watched him at Oldham. Wasn't overly keen in the position he was playing, but seen the attributes. He was using him as an 8, a 10, a 6. Played as a winger now and again, but I knew what I was looking for when I seen him as an out and out winger. And that's why I brought him to the club, and I'll coach him as a winger. And I think you can see game on game he's getting the grips with the position a lot more, but his attributes for me lend him to being a winger, not a number 6, not a number 8, not a number 10. So it was just through a contact I've got in England. Yeah, well you look at it, he got relegated for League 2, didn't he? Oldham had a poor season last year, so it's testament to the staff within the building that they can do that with the players. So got him in, he got relegated, that gave us an opportunity to bring Dylan into the football club. Financially, Dylan took a wee bit of a hit. That shows us where we are and where bottom teams in England are. And we need to take a wee hit in his wages to come in here, but he wanted to come up. He wanted the exposure, and he's really kicked on. His personality is now coming out within the club, but also on the park. You're now seeing Dylan's personality as a football player on and off the park, which I'm really pleased with. Yeah, definitely. You need to try and pick points up. We want to go into the break picking as much points up as possible. We're probably slightly ahead of schedule in terms of the last 3 games. I probably would have took 4 points, maybe I even took 3 draws. We've managed to take 6, so we're a wee bit ahead of schedule, but we're a wee bit behind where the overall points tally where I'd like to be, because I think I keep going back to this Motherwell game and this penalty decision that went against us pre-VAR. Keep waking up in the middle of the night with that. I think that point we'd have been sitting first. I need to stop this. I'll not talk about it after the World Cup break now. That's it, it's done. So probably a wee bit disappointed where we are in overall points totals, because I think there's games where we've not picked points up in when we should have. But happy with the last 2 games, how they went and the points were picked up. It's difficult, I think. I spoke about it earlier. I think I came across slightly wrong in the respect I said Celtic have got a divine right to pick points up. They've not got a divine right, but they're probably the team with the highest probability of winning on a Saturday on their current form and momentum. Everybody else, anybody can beat anybody on a given day, so it's a highly competitive league, so getting the 3 games in the bounce is really difficult, if probably outside the old firm. So it's a really big ask. So Hearts will be looking for 3 points and we're looking for 3 points, so it should be a good game of football. Yeah, but what I would say is probably more continuity with other boys. Dylan's just come in the building this year, he's never played this level of football, so you probably see in terms of Dylan's development, you can see that on a week-to-week basis, whereas the boys that have been in the building historically already know what's required and they know what they can do, whereas Dylan's finding his feet. But I'm now seeing his personality come out within the club, in the changing room, with Marcel in the analysis meetings, and you're now seeing that personality on the park also. Thought it was a stuffy game. Hearts' shape, obviously they went for the game, slightly different one with Gianelli and Shanklin dropping in. 2 full-backs playing as the wingers, so the shape was very attack-minded. The personnel within the shape is probably a little bit safer than what the shape suggests. So I think it'll be a totally different game at Tynecastle. Robbie will be more open, he'll have a lot more attack-minded players on the park. He's at home and he'll be wanting to pick 3 points up. So I've got a lot of time for Robbie, a lot of time for Hearts. I think they're a fantastic football club. And I think it's going to be a difficult game, and once they get all their injuries back, I think they're going to be formidable. They'll be the team to stop for. Every away game's different than your home game, so it's always different. You're going to Hearts. Hearts for me, with a full squad back, could be pushing for second, fighting for third with a full squad back, and a wee bit of luck with injuries obviously. So for me, they're a very good football team, and they're at home and we're away from home, so you'd expect Hearts to go into this one as the favourites, albeit the league table suggests that we're above Hearts in the league table, but I don't think we can read too much into that when you're going to a big club like Hearts, and they seem to have turned their corner slightly in terms of the players that are available. I think you've got that. You could probably take a wee bit of a chance in terms of knocks, people carrying knocks, because you know you've got that 5-week break to get them back, so potentially, but then you can flip it as well. As a lot of boys probably going into Saturday's game that have got a World Cup to go to, so is that in the back of their mind? Do you know what I mean? So you swings and roundabouts, to be honest. I think you've got to take confidence, but again, how we manage is just one game at a time. Just take it, win, lose or draw. We go into the next game ready to compete for that game. We go into that next game being as competitive as possible, and with a game plan and how we're going to pick points up. And so don't really look too much into historical victories, if I'm honest. Aye, Shamal picked up. I think that was plainly obvious to see. Shamal's been carrying a knock since Ibrox. The Friday before the game at Ibrox, he's been struggling with that one. Struggled in the game at Rangers, then missed the next game. Came in against Kilmarnock, struggled with that. We managed to patch him up and get him into the Aberdeen game. Struggled with that one, so there's a very good chance Shamal will not start. But that's really the only real injury concern. Jamie Brandon, Tom Parts are the obvious ones. I kind of did let him make the call previously, but I felt within the game Aberdeen recognised that and we struggled to get out from our own half because we couldn't use the keeper. In terms of playing out for the back, the keeper wasn't an option because he couldn't go long. So if the keeper gets pressed, he's looking to play, so the boys were cautious of that. So we probably went a wee bit more long and direct than we should have, which kind of fell into Aberdeen's hands. Then we had a centre half taken by kicks, which plays everybody on side obviously. If we don't win the first contact, we're in real trouble, and that's kind of how the game went. So, albeit we've picked up 6 points in the last 2 games, I wouldn't want to be going to Tynecastle with my goalkeeper carrying an injury and no having him as an option in terms of possession or going long. So the boys are off for 9 days and then we're back in. We go down to QPR. We play them at Loftus Road in a closed door game, and then we come back and then we're away to Turkey for a week, and we've got 2 games in Turkey, so we've got 3 big games to get us up to speed coming back into December. And then obviously you've so many games and then you're into the winter window, so it's not a bad time to be getting the break, to be honest.